Hey, Leaf here. So I'm disassembling the tie rods from the steering rack, and it is somewhat of a beast to get those out. So it's a 68-912 again, and you can see that what needs to be disassembled in this is that here you have your steering rack, your bellows, you have a clevis joint and a U joint with a clevis. And this is the end of the tie rod here. So all this needs to come out, including this nut. In fact, this is all one piece. So you have to move this retaining spring, extend the steering so the piston is all the way out like I've shown here. Then you pull the bellows back. And what you'll note is that even if, no matter what you use, heat or WD-40 and a lot of force, this is all that single piece here, and you'd think that perhaps maybe the nut comes out, the nut assembly comes off this washer looking assembly, but it is a separate washer, as you can see here. But the problem is it's very hard to reach this nut. It's very hard to get that out. I used a pipe wrench on this U joint here. That didn't work. So what really kept this entire assembly from rotating was the fact that down in here you have a keyed path, and let me line this up. This is keyed, and what you'll find, as I have shown right here, you'll have both this double washer here takes both pieces of sheet steel and bends them into this channel here, forming a key. So what you need to do is take first you'll see about an 1/8 inch of metal sticking up here into the channel. So then you take a drift like this, a center punch that has a pretty good angle on it to get the meat up, and then you'll drive it down. Use a 3-pound hammer. It's a little bit easier. Drive it down in this channel, and then bend up that steel that's acting like a key. So that'll bend up, but you won't be able to get the sheet steel from this other outside washer, which is also in the channel. So then you need to take a finer center punch. This is more like a nubbed. It doesn't have a sharp point, but it's nubbed. So you would take something like this and then come way down in this groove and use a 3-pound hammer and then drive that second piece of sheet steel that's acting like a key in this channel out. So you're driving this way, and then once that's cleared, we'll do the following. And the assembly was moved, the steering rack was moved to the floor. It's on hardwood there. I want to protect it because this is just pot metal. It's like cast aluminum, so it's a little bit fragile. Then I used a pipe wrench on those two large steel washers with a very large, probably a 2-inch outside diameter. Open up this heavy pipe wrench and then used a cheater pipe on this, and then standing on this entire assembly here, and then standing on the end of the cheater pipe like this. Just one push down on my right leg freed up that the nut and the tie rod. So that seemed to work.